Coming up on Texas Parks and Wildlife.
You really have to pay attention very closely to the surface, and you literally see it coming off.
As you come in here and you realize we're surrounded by urban sprawl, there are just these green spaces that are disappearing.
I've got a gas grill over here set to high. You can also use a charcoal grill, but I like to cook it really, really hot to develop a nice crust on the outside.
This was the kingfisher, all right, but at least twice as big as the belted kingfishers.
Texas Parks and Wildlife, a television series for all outdoors.
This series is funded in part by a grant from the Sport Fish and Wildlife Restoration Program. Through your purchases of hunting and fishing equipment and motorboat fuels, over $40 million in conservation efforts are funded in Texas each year.
Additional funding provided by Ram Trucks. Doing what's right and good, regardless of the degree of difficulty, takes guts. Those are the people who build Ram Trucks. Ram.
Just east of El Paso, past the cars and sounds of the city, lies sacred ground. Hueco Tanks, a small state park with the history of humankind here for all to see. These rocks were the canvas for humans dating back perhaps as early as 6,000 years ago. Here there are more painted masks than anywhere else in North America.
There really is no other place like Hueco Tanks in terms of the nature and the number of the pictograph images. And for a tiny place of only 860 acres, there's just an amazing number of separate pictograph sites.
Hueco Tanks is a sacred place for Native American communities, including the Tigua, Mescalero Apache, and Kiowa. And before that, the people of the Jornada Mogollon culture.
This is one of several really special pictographs at Hueco Tanks. And if you look in the interior of the body of the figure, you can see what look like lightning bolts. And the eyes, they're kind of round, googly eyes. This mask that we sometimes call starry-eyed man has been staring out of his little niche in the rocks for between 600 and 1,800 years. It's amazing that it's in such good condition.
Unfortunately, over time, vandals damaged several pictographs with graffiti. The thought was they could never be restored back to their original glory.
Yep, I'm okay.
That is, until now. Scientists have brought their state-of-the-art lab to this site, HC, and they're here to look at the graffiti paint.
Our biggest challenge has been here that we can't take a sample, which is typical for even works of art like Rembrandt's and Leonardo's. We can't take a sample off of the sacred paintings at all.
With this Raman spectrometer and two other high-tech instruments, they can analyze the exact makeup of the paint.
So move just a fraction to your right, just a very, very small amount to the right.
This is something that has never been tried before.
Good, excellent, oh, really good, okay. You captured that, Dan? Yep. If the conservation is not done properly at this time, the aging and degradation process can actually accelerate. A little more, it's critical to be able to make the identification as to what the current state of the objects are and be careful to conserve them as best we can.
And that's where Andrei and Bartek Dainovsky come in. Using the information collected from the Raman spectrometer, they're going to try something that has never been done here at Hueco Tanks.
There it is.
This is Castro.
Because I want to see the final result right away here.
Maybe right here too.
This is pre-Columbian, and the graffiti is about 50 years old.
The plan is, with laser technology, they will remove just the top layer of graffiti and leave behind the original pictograph.
We're using infrared light. And it's a similar technology that's used in tattoo removal to take tattoos off, so you can be very precise with the laser.
The work is going really well. It's really difficult for me to stop because it's really exciting. The work is kind of instantly gratifying.
Here, for example, this was graffiti coming down, and as you can see, right in this part, this was all covered with graffiti. We uncovered part of a pictograph here. I thought this was just, part of the A and that there was nothing there. And then I'm finding that, there is actually an image there that we didn't know was there before. It's really exciting. It's really satisfying.
At first, we just came here. It was another place that we were going to work, but after just a few hours, it became not another place. It became a really important place to me, and it is a magical place. It's to me more than just a project. It's something that I feel really closely attached to.
I'm going to go after this area, these guys, and try to take them out. You really have to pay attention very closely to the surface, and you literally see it coming off. You're aware of the fact that you could, at any point, if you get careless, destroy something irreparably, and it's lost to history. And it's been there for thousands of years. You're there to try to uncover it, and if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you could make it go away forever. So that's extremely stressful. In this area right here, you can see that I've pretty much taken down the graffiti layer, and we're down to the bare stone. Up here, this slight milkiness is some residue of the paint still left behind. And again, in this area, we're almost at the stone by itself, and you can see that the continuation of the color with the background is the same.
Vandalism that was done at these sites took something away from Hueco Tanks visitors.
It's beautiful up here.
It took away their ability to experience amazing ancient images in the way that they were meant to be seen by the people who created them. This project is a way that we could get that back.
Maybe I'll just do this a bit more carefully and slowly, because it looks like I'm uncovering something.
So the R is gone, the O is gone, part of C and A. Wow. We actually have never ever seen, not myself or anyone else who works here, we've never been able to see this rock face without this defacement on it. This is the only way we know it, because it's been here so long. And we had such a belief until now that it was going to be here forever, that it wasn't removable.
The fact that we are able to remove the graffiti and bring back the site to what it was before the sites were vandalized is quite amazing, because in a way we are turning back a clock of time and making this site to be what the Native Americans wanted it to be. And I think the first time in decades, people will be able to see the site the way it was meant to be.
Hi, I'm Jesse Griffiths, and this is Wild Game Cooking. Today, we're going to be grilling a venison backstrap, or loin. Venison is a really lean, really flavorful meat. I particularly love it. I'll shoot 2 or 3 deer each year, and that'll usually last me up until the next season. Because it's so lean, sometimes it can overcook and become a little bit dry. So I like to grill it over really high heat and put it in a marinade. First, what we're going to need to do, though, is remove this membrane right here. If we leave it on there, it'll curl on the grill and it won't lay flat. And this is also pretty tough. To get this off, I'm simply going to hold it with my thumb and move a knife right along it, kind of scraping, kind of cutting the whole loin off, like so. There's a little bit left on there. I'll just come in with my knife, trim that off, basically until I don't see any more white membrane on there. Now that I've got the silver skin off, I can put it back in the bowl, and I'm going to season it up with a little bit of salt and pepper. I like to season meats before I grill them for maybe 2 hours ahead of time, or maybe even a day. This allows all the seasoning to penetrate all the way through and makes them a little more flavorful. I'm also going to add some fresh chopped herbs. I've got some rosemary, thyme, and oregano in here, but feel free to use anything you've got on hand. And then some olive oil. I'm going to toss that to coat it evenly and then let it sit, like I said, 2 hours or even overnight. I've got a piece over here that I've had marinating, and I'm ready to go on the grill. I've got a gas grill over here set to high. You can also use a charcoal grill or even wood and let that burn down to nice hot coals, but I like to cook it really, really hot to develop a nice crust on the outside while the inside stays nice and rare, and cook it about 5 minutes per side. Yeah, that is a nice hot grill. Texas has more white-tailed deer than any other state, but only about 15% of the herd is harvested every year.
If you'll feel the center, you can do the same thing.
The way you handle the meat in the field greatly influences the taste. If handled correctly, you can avoid any unpleasant gamey flavor. I think the best way to store venison is to vacuum seal it in plastic bags for the freezer. So I've taken this off the grill, let it rest for about 10 minutes. It's nice and tender, looks great. I'm gonna slice it thinly like this, still pink on the inside. I'm gonna make a really simple sauce to go with this now, just a horseradish cream sauce. I'm gonna start with a little bit of sour cream or creme fraiche, and to that I'm gonna add a little bit of horseradish. I'm gonna start with about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more if you like it pretty hot. Mix that in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of lemon zest, and some chopped chives. You could also use chopped parsley. Mix all that up. This is a great, simple sauce that goes really well with grilled venison. I've also got some grilled vegetables to go with this. Perfect, simple meal. This is it. This is the culmination of the entire process. The hunt, all that preparation, butchering, preparing this. This is my favorite part. If you'd like to get more information about hunting and deer in Texas, check out the Texas Parks and Wildlife website.
Welcome to Cook's Ranch.
As you come in here and you realize we're surrounded by urban sprawl, there are just these green spaces that are disappearing. I mean, in the family making the decision to keep it like it is and to restore it to pre-settlement condition is just phenomenal.
Growing up, it was much more of a working ranch, and I remember riding bikes through pastures with cows and being scared of them. And over the last 15 years, it's been amazing to watch the transformation from a working ranch into a really amazing nature conservancy that it is today.
Nearly half a century ago, George and Cynthia Mitchell set aside 5,600 acres for a family gathering place. Over time, the family took more of an interest in the land, largely because of one small bird, the red cockaded woodpecker.
This is part of the annual burn area. This area gets burned every year. This hole right here is about 42 feet. That cavity up there, I think, is about 55, so I should have enough ladders.
Today, management for this woodpecker species includes select cutting of pines, building artificial cavities, annual controlled burns, and weekly nest checks during nesting season.
This here is the primary cavity competitor with red cockaded woodpeckers, southern flying squirrel.
The Mitchell family has taken on other restoration efforts like planting 17 species of native grasses. These grasses benefit many bird species like the eastern wild turkey and bobwhite quail.
I heard it and I couldn't believe what I was hearing, so I actually taped it on my phone. And then I took a picture and sent it to Mr. Mitchell. You know, it was like, really? They're right there?
The 8 lakes on the property are all fed by springs, starting with the namesake Cook's Branch, which runs through the entire property and flowed even during the drought of 2011.
Cook's Branch is a perfect example of philanthropic investments that my grandfather has done and will continue to do. He's deeply committed to land conservation, and he chose this beautiful property and held on to it for our family for 40 years now.
You know, it's very simple. You now have 6 billion people, and you can't make it work. What are you going to do with 9 billion people in 2050 when you can't make it work with 6 billion right now? So how do we make the world work? Well, teach them how. So they're all working at it.
And with the recent creation of the Cook's Branch Conservancy, the wildlife here and the Mitchell legacy will both have a place to call home forever.
I think that my grandfather being 92 and being able to be honored for his vision, and my Aunt Sheridan, who really did the active restoration, really began that process. For us to carry on their vision and their legacy in this way is just, there's nothing in the world that could be more important to me.
In the brush country of southwest Texas, my uncle has a ranch. Some may say it's a desolate place, but to me this land has a special kind of beauty. Scattered around the ranch are several stock tanks. These are man-made ponds built to supply livestock with water. They also can provide wildlife with some excellent habitat. I've hunted and fished these tanks since I was 7 years old, and I've been shooting video here for over a decade. One December morning, I was shooting video at one of my favorite tanks. A snipe and a greater yellowlegs were keeping me company when a belted kingfisher arrived and began to hunt breakfast. It's always a special treat to watch the amazing flying ability of kingfishers. They can stop and hover wherever they want, and then plunge headfirst into the water after their quarry. After they catch a fish, they kill it and spend some time tenderizing their meal. There are 3 species of kingfishers in North America. This is the belted kingfisher. They're common throughout the United States and can be seen along ponds, lakes, and rivers. They tend to hunt from a variety of favorite perches from around the shore. One morning, I noticed something different. This was a kingfisher, all right, but at least twice as big as the belted kingfishers. It also sounded different. Belted kingfishers were the ones I usually saw. They get their name from the blue belt across their chest. This is a male. Females are very similar, but with a chestnut coloring on their chest below their belt. The new arrival was a female ringed kingfisher. This was surprising, since ringed kingfishers are a tropical bird and not usually found this far north. On the males, the chestnut color covers the entire breast, but the females include a blue band and a white stripe. Then I noticed something even more amazing. Just below, in the same tree, was a green kingfisher. Green kingfishers are the smallest, quietest, and most reclusive. Texas is the only state that has all 3 species. The 1,000 square miles of the Rio Grande Valley is normally the only area where you have a chance to see all 3. But here I was 200 miles to the north, and I had all 3 species within 30 yards of each other. All 3 species at one time at one location. This went on for 1 week, and I came back every day to watch. Over the next year, the waters that were so full of life disappeared in the drought. I came back, but the kingfishers did not. But for 1 week, one winter, it was an oasis for me and the kingfishers.
This series is funded in part by a grant from the Sport Fish and Wildlife Restoration Program. Through your purchases of hunting and fishing equipment and motorboat fuels, over $40 million in conservation efforts are funded in Texas each year.
Additional funding provided by Ram Trucks. Doing what's right and good, regardless of the degree of difficulty, takes guts. Those are the people who build Ram Trucks. Ram.